uh, 20 after 2. So everyone sees the track, right? It's not a mystery. It's not a flippin' mystery. If you're around the Tampa area, inland, or if you're from Tampa south, you gotta go. If you are on the coast, if you're within, I don't know, a mile of the coast, or if you're along any of the intercoastal waterways, you gotta go, right? Because if this thing comes the way it says, the bottom right is going to be pushing water inland. North of the storm, you may not get that surge because the way the winds rotate counterclockwise, it's going to be pushing the water out. Get me? Right? Hello. From Tampa south, St. Pete, Fort Myers, Naples, you're going to get storm surge because the storm is going to have, they're saying category 3 plus the movement. You add the winds, you add that to the wind speed, and then you're going to get the counterclockwise motion, right? Here's the state counterclockwise. So the bottom, it's going to be pushing the water inland, pushing the water in. The edge of the screen's the coast, right? So up here, if it comes in Tampa, the wind's going this way. So it's going to be pushing the water out. And then it's going to wrap around and bring it inland. It's going to bring it into the south. So if you're to the south of Tampa, St. Pete, you're going to get, yeah, right? And you have plenty of time. Say Sunday. They're saying this event's going to happen late Tuesday into early Wednesday. Right? So you got the time. Grab your stuff and go. Where do you go? Farther inland. Farther inland. Right? For the people around it, Lake Okeechobee, going over to the east coast, because it says it's going to pass right across the state, you're not going to have the water issue. It's going to be a wind issue. With the people along the coast, the southwest coast of Florida, you're going to have a water wind issue. You just saw what happened. Right? So, you got to go. You know, we already had a lot of Americans, a lot of people, citizens of the state of Florida and up into the Carolinas lose their lives because they didn't think this could happen. But it happened. And in this instance, there's a lot of time involved, right? You have a lot of time. Listen, if you live within 100 or 200 yards of the coast, don't even bother boarding up your house. Just lock the door, turn off the electric, whatever you got to do, and go. Boarding up your house ain't gonna do jack. Just the reality of it. I'm a born and raised Floridian. If you're inland, right, where it's a wind event and rain event, you know, boarding up your house, it protects, right? No tape on the windows. Tape that does nothing. It's so if it shatters, if windows shatter, the glass don't go everywhere. It keeps it on the tape, right? That's why people used to do their stuff. But if you're within the coast and just don't bother. You know, just grab your important documents and head to, head inland. You know, some relative's house to the south, and then plan on you're not going to get back in right away, right? I mean, we've all been through this. If you're a Floridian, we've all been through this. They're not gonna let you in if there's devastation. The roads might be blocked. You saw over there. You see the photos that are going on where the sand came on. It blocked all the roads. But if you're in those areas, don't hesitate. Wrap it up and get out. Get gasoline. And I don't know if you. I don't think you can go north. Right? It shows this thing is going. It's either it could be around the Tampa area. It could be a little south. Could be a little north. But they're pretty certain it's going to be in the Tampa area. It's going to cross the state and start heading a little north. Right? So if you go north, you're still going to be in it. You need to come south, inland and south. You head towards like the Fort Lauderdale area. I don't know if you can get a hotel room or something, but get out of there. If you haven't been through this before, FEMA's involved. They might be broke for all we know, right? But you can get loans. I've been through it. I got a small business. They declare a catastrophe, whatever it is, and you can get a loan up to like 25 grand. They hand that out like crazy. And I got a loan to help me with some of the deductibles on my house, and I'm still paying for it. So if you're within the coast from Tampa south, if you're in that coastal area, east of an intercoastal waterway, just west of the intercoastal waterway, you gotta go. You're risking your life. Water's devastating. Nothing stops water. Water it runs and engulfs everything, right? And then it'll peak, and then when the storm passes over, and it'll start to drain away. But the initial, you can't stop it. You can't stop it, all right? So take it from a fellow Floridian who's been through numerous hurricanes over my 57 years of life. You see it coming. Don't hesitate. Get out of there. North of Tampa, it's going to be more of a wind event because the way the storm rotates, the wind is going to be pushing the storm surge out. You're still going to get something, but not like south. Tampa south, you're going to get a tremendous. All right, I have to get my coffee. All right, I'm back. Ordered coffee. I don't drink alcohol, but I like coffee. See this? Full head of hair, brown, a little bit of gray, nothing much. But I'm 57 years old. I don't think I look bad for 57. The keys, I don't drink, don't smoke, never done drugs. Period. End of story. I haven't had a drink in, well, maybe I've had a drink here and there, but I don't like drink, you know. I sit down at a restaurant and go, I'm going to order me a beer. I'm going to have one of the Japanese lagers. I never order it. I think the last time I had any type of liquor, I had some type of $100 cordial. I think it was Henry VIII or something like that. You know, comes in a fancy bottle. It's like $100 at a restaurant. My wife dared me. I got it. She wasn't too happy, to say the least. But no, my coffee sucks. If you ever order coffee and you get an Equal or a Splenda, you tell them put that in the cup first, then put the coffee, then stir it. For some reason, when you put the coffee first and then put the Splenda or Equal in after, it just doesn't taste the same, and the coffee tastes weak. So I don't know what they were doing. Whatever. Right? Of course, I saw you broadcasting the track. You got to update it. You have an old track on there. You have a track from Thursday. You just have an old track. You got to update it. But I ran out and I got my hurricane provisions. A loaf of bread, a can of peanut butter, some honey. I got honey because once you open up jelly, unless you eat it all at one time, it goes bad, right? Because it has to be refrigerated. But if you get honey's not bad. You pour some honey on the peanut butter, eat it on white bread. It's pretty good. Another provision that people overlook. Of course, everyone gets water, but powdered milk, right? The old-fashioned powdered milk, Carnation. They got some other new brand. They got various brands. It's powdered milk. It'll give you the nutrition, you know, because they fortify it with the nutrition. But grab powdered milk. You can throw it if you have cereal. You know, grab a paper bowls. A lot of paper products. My wife's worried about toilet paper. My wife's worried about toilet paper, but we have toilet paper. Not only we have a backup supply. We've had it for years. But it's in one of our rooms in a cardboard box. So if you have to, you can load up on that. Alright? But it's been, I'm in Fort Lauderdale. It's been overcast all day. On and off rain. Not too bad. Here, I'll show you. Hold on. So it's been overcast. Some rain. Not heavy rain, but like that little misty type rain that accumulates over hours and the ground starts turning wet or has a shine. Passing the dog park. Let's see who's at the dog park. Anybody at the dog park? No. Nobody at the dog park. I was gonna go this morning and go visit go see some of my patients. I'm a therapist, and I could have my week might get cut short because I've said this before. I work for various companies. I'm a therapist, but I'm a I'm a contractor. I contract with various companies, but there's a lot of things involved that there's a lot of things involved, right? If there's a state of emergency, they've already been declared certain areas of Florida. There's a state of emergency, and once they declare that state of emergency, our emergency action plan goes into effect. And what that means is if they introduce that plan, then I can't go see patients. So then I won't be getting paid. And I don't have the luxury of time, like vacation. Or, I don't have that because I'm a contractor. All right, listen, I'm home. Guys, be safe. Heed the warnings.